Hey guys, Shibly182 here, and thank you for watching my horror DVD collection, part 25. In my last video, we did, well, not my last video, but my last collection video, we did Friday the 13th, part 7, The New Blood. So it only makes sense to continue in that order and do Friday the 13th, part 8 today. My next video will be Jason Goes to Hell and so on until we get the Friday the 13th movies done. I will try to get one every day, every 2 days, so we can get these done in a hurry and move on to something new. So yeah, let's get right into it. Friday the 13th, part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Not one of my favorites in the series, and I'll get to that later on, but it's not my least favorite in the series. I do believe this is a better film than Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. Also, it is a lot better than some of the crap horror films we have coming out nowadays. But yeah, I'll get into those reasons later. Right now I want to tell you about who wrote it, directed it, whatever. So yeah, it was written and directed by Rob Hedden, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not 100%. And you have Kane Hodder coming back as Jason once again. And Jensen Daggett, I hope I pronounced her name right. If not, I'll put it up on the screen here so you can see how she spells it, whatever. Who plays the main character, Rennie. The movie starts off with this boyfriend and girlfriend at Camp Crystal Lake. He's telling her the Jason Voorhees legend to just kind of scare her. They start to make out, do whatever. He tells her he'll be right back. He scares her with the Jason mask, blah, blah, blah. He puts the anchor down to stop the boat that they're on or whatever, and it ends up hitting this big, fat electrical wire that ends up electrocuting Jason, bringing him back to life. Long story short, Jason kills the two people on this boat and makes his way down the river, I guess you could say, to this cruise ship where this school is going on a cruise to New York City. And one of the school kids or whatever is Renee, the main character played by Jensen Daggett. Once again, I hope I pronounced her name right. Her uncle, who is her legal guardian, is also one of the teachers. He's like I don't know, he might even be the principal. I don't know if there's a principal or if it's a teacher. But is like the head teacher on this cruise. So yeah, Jason gets on the ship and he kills people in super creative ways. Not too bloody. That's one of the things I didn't really like about this film, is it's not that bloody, but the deaths are cool. And my three favorite deaths in this movie have to be the guitar, the girl playing the guitar down in the boiler room or whatever, and Jason smashes her with it. Always loved that. The guy at the beginning who tells his girlfriend the legend about Jason and then brings Jason back to life with electricity. He gets stabbed in the gut with like a spear gun or something, and I always thought that was cool, how Jason pulled it out and the guy's guts were on the end of it. And my favorite death, obviously, is going to be the boxer who tries to fight Jason Voorhees, and I think we all know that's just a stupid idea, and tells Jason to give him his best shot, and Jason knocks the guy's head clean off his shoulders. Always loved that death, and that's always been my favorite death in this film. So yeah, it's definitely a good film. You need to check it out. I know I didn't get into too much detail with the story. The cruise ship Jason ends up killing everyone, and the cruise ship ends up starting to sink. And the surviving people that are left still alive have to get on a life raft, and they end up making their way to New York City, where Jason follows them and continues his rampage. I don't want to give too much more away. But yeah, let's get into some of the things that I think why this film isn't as loved as some of the other Friday the 13th films. Number one, like I was saying earlier, it's not that bloody. I found some of the deaths in this movie to be a letdown. I like to see brutal creativity, and there were some deaths in here that were just generic in my opinion. You can disagree with me, that's totally fine. I just didn't like it that much. Secondly, it's called Jason Takes Manhattan, but yet only 5 minutes of the movie really takes place in New York. They filmed the rest of the New York scenes in the back alleyways of Vancouver, and you can kind of tell. In my opinion, I can tell that's Vancouver. It's not New York, and that's what I think every time I watch this, is I'm being misled. And third, the ending of this movie was disappointing for me too when I first saw it. I don't hold it against the film because, like I said, I do enjoy this film. I watch it quite a bit. It's fun, but the ending every time brings me down. Just seeing that toxic waste turn Jason back into the child again just didn't sit right with it. It was confusing. I've watched the special features, heard the explanations, and it's still confusing for me. I don't like it. Don't know if I ever will. But other than that, other than the weird deaths, it not taking place in New York for more than 5 minutes, and the ending. This is a great film that you need to see. I know that's kind of hard to believe after all the stuff I just named off that I don't like about it. But trust me, it's a good Friday the 13th film. There's just little tiny things about it that I didn't like. And when I say like the deaths aren't that great, there's only like one or two that I'm talking about. There's not the captain, but another crew member on the ship. Jason kills him, and I just didn't like that kill. I thought it was generic, and I like up close and personal. And like I said, the ending was kind of confusing, and the fact that only 5 minutes was actually in New York. Other than that, it's a great Friday the 13th film. They should have just left it in Crystal Lake if they were going to do this. But definitely pick it up, guys. It's a great film. I enjoyed it a lot. Once again, as always, slip covers. You got your special features and shit on the back. Killer commentary by actors Scott Reeves, Jensen Daggett, and Kane Hodder. New York has a new problem. The making of Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, slash scenes, and a gag reel. And of course, it has to be the goddamn clip cases or snap cases. And as always, no discount. So yeah, there's the back. Friday the 13th, I almost said Part 7. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Like I said, not one of my favorites, but definitely needs to be a part of the collection. Definitely needs to be seen at least once, because who knows, you may like the things I didn't. And who cares? It's Jason Voorhees. That's all that matters, in my opinion. And he's killing people. And, yeah, so go pick it up. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a great day.